3 for us, 4 days for everybody else, but it is Sunday, the final day of Phoenix Comicon, and we have decided to take Cat and Jack on a lift to the convention. So, we gotta get there quick though, because Alan Tudyk's panel is starting imminently. Yes. Really exciting.
Come on in, guys. Come on in.
So that was a breeze. We just got right in. That was good.
Yeah, we were kind of far away, and what do they call it? The rickshaws? The man on the bike, dressed like Cat and Jack, and his music of choice was actually kind of funny.
Yeah,
because
he had Vitamin String Quartet going, which I do love. I love them. So
you don't want to get copyright infringed, go ahead and get the instrumental versions of it. But we made it in record time this time.
Yeah.
But now, again, we are in a rush to get to the panel. That starts off the day.
We should start from that way and go up, instead of having to go all the way across.
Let's do this. And we failed to mention,
we were up all night drinking.
Editing till like 3 a.m. You can check out that vlog that we just put up this morning, last night. But yeah, so this was a hell of a feat to overcome. And we made it on time.
Yeah, we did, thanks to the bicyclists.
Yeah, thanks to Cat and Jack. Saves the day again.
Yes, he does.
And into 301.
Yes. At least, yeah.
Please give a very warm Phoenix Comicon welcome to Mr. Alan Tudyk.
So, it's the third day of Phoenix Comicon and we are here having a blast as always.
Exhausted though, if you can't tell by our demeanor. There was a point where I put on my sunglasses and just like had my head down before the third and final panel. So the panels.
Yes, so the panels today was Alan Tudyk, Gillan, and then you had Alden Henson and
Foggy and Punisher, John Barenthal. And so the first panel, Alan Tudyk. Now we saw the panel yesterday with Alan Tudyk.
It was a con man panel, but this one was just Alan Tudyk himself.
And he was far more livelier this time than he was at con man, even though he was fairly lively at con man as well.
Yes.
Go ahead.
This side is real life. What is your dream death scenario?
Are we talking about on film, on screen?
On film.
On real life. It's okay. I'm here for you though. That's a great way to open the panel with everything that happened this weekend. Thank you. All right.
Dream death scenario. Finally, somebody's asked me that question.
Now what we talked about where he was signing the different little pieces of crap he says and giving them to people, he did it again today.
He did, and I thought that was like an awesome addition. Like when someone asked a question, he would sign some napkin and give it to them.
All right, here you go. This is like a exfoliating pad there.
One of them I thought was cool was his badge from Celebration, Star Wars Celebration, and he gave it to a little kid, which I thought was awesome.
Yep, he gives it to everybody who asks a question. So, if you ever get a chance to see Alan Tudyk in a panel anywhere,
ask him a question.
Go ask him a question and definitely try and just experience it. He was doing voices.
The most, they're making these creatures that blink and like aliens that you're like, that is an actual real alien, and then also they're like, and he has a piece of poster board, you just lock it off, and that was it. And so I could do running, like running on the beach, like big running, which is again cut from the movie. But it was fun for Diego and I because he hated that thing. Alan, please take that thing off. Everyone was so happy a moment ago, and now we were in a $200 million movie, and now it's like we're in a child's play.
He was talking about all the fun he's had in the many movies that he's been in. And the cool thing is that there were questions that were asked yesterday as well as today, and his answers, where you do see some of the professional con panelists give the same answers, like he gave completely different answers to questions that we got yesterday compared to today. So it definitely livened up his whole panel.
Yeah, I mean, there were some questions that he talked about. I'm gonna go back and watch Tucker Dale versus Evil because he told his story about that, and that was hilarious. So.
Yeah, essentially they were drunk in one of the scenes that took place.
We were waiting all night long, Tyler Levine and I, and it got to get dark so we could blow up the cabin. And we got drunk. Never done it before, but in that movie, if you watch it, when we are running away from that cabin, we're drunk. And it's not. When we land and you see us and we're talking, different day. It's just the running away from the cabin. Maybe there's a little wobble in there.
But Alan Tudyk, he's a showman. He is Disney's Lucky Charm, as
Look
he
out,
says.
Ratzenberger.
John Ratzenberger, yeah.
He's coming for you.
Yeah, he's gonna take all the jobs. But after Alan Tudyk, we ended up sitting in for Karen Gillan, who is obviously Amelia Pond from Doctor Who, if you don't know.
Please give a very warm Phoenix Comicon welcome to Karen Gillan.
The whole crowd. Okay. So I'm going to turn my back on you. All right, hello, how's it going? Oh, someone's good out there.
And you know what? We've seen a few of the members of Doctor Who have panels, and this one was actually one of the ones that I had so much fun at, where she was having a blast.
What? Frank Sinatra? I'm hearing Frank Sinatra. Okay, I'm really nervous. Here we go.
That's life. That's what people say. Shut down in April, back up in May.
You could absolutely tell that she was having a blast during this panel.
Her stories that she would say, like the way that she answered the questions, it just felt so genuine. It didn't feel like a robot, like it was the same question, or same answer over and over again. That, you know, she's been to a lot of these, and we know that she probably gets the same questions all the time, but she just kept it like very fresh.
Oh, we were shooting in a castle for like 2 weeks, and castles are essentially massive fridges. I don't know if you've been in a castle in the winter, but oh my god, it was so cold, and we were all just like, ugh. And then there was one point in another episode where it was so cold that we had to like suck on ice cubes and then spit them out right before our lines so that we didn't get like the puffs of condensation, because it was just so cold outside. So I'd say the temperature was the main thing that none of us liked.
Yeah, you could not tell if she was asked these questions before. She played off them, she had fun, she was bubbly, the personality, and that Scottish accent, it was beautiful. I loved it. Those two panels had amazing questions. Every single one was captivating, which you don't really see. And we didn't see that in the third panel.
Yeah, unfortunately with the third panel, they kind of had very... but a lot of Shane, if Shane was still alive in The Walking Dead type questions, and they were the exact same question. And it was just like, guys, think about other questions.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, John Barenthal did seem receptive to it. He had fun, was cracking jokes. But Foggy, Fulton Reed from the Mighty Ducks, he kind of perked up whenever they talked about the Mighty Ducks. But all in all, when it came down to him, he was obviously not a veteran con visitor or panelist, because he was just, I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. I have a life. I don't have really time for that. Not in that snarky, like, I'm better than anybody type of way.
You just didn't know how to, like, respond to these questions.
And so not everybody is a showman when it comes to their panels, but Karen Gillan and Tudyk knew what they were doing when they got on that stage. And then you could even hear like other panelists or stories from other panelists at the con that were doing amazing. I know Kevin Conroy ended up on the table. Thanks to Jackson, who's actually one of our followers and a huge fan of Collider. He filled us in on what Kevin Conroy was doing at his panel, jumping up, shouting Batman lines from the table. In fact, he's holding the camera right now. Jackson, huge fan, found us here at Phoenix Comicon. We appreciate his help so much. He has been amazing. And he is a fan just like you guys. He is a member of the Collider Army, and we appreciate him. I'm gonna give you guys back to him though. So, anyways, with the panels, really enjoyed it. We didn't really get to hit up the heroes and villains or the exhibition floor. We did a lot of that in the last 2 days. But the time has come to say goodbye, and this party is over.
Time for a montage.
Oh, the montage. I forgot all about it. We promised that in the first day.
Yeah,
good thing
now
Vanessa,
it's coming now.
Yeah, good thing Vanessa reminded me, because we are exhausted and it's kind of hot and I'm hungry. And we're going to do that cosplay montage now. Here we go.
My wife put in my... That's her sense of humor. I put it in a folder in your bag, little kitten.
That is heaven.